Hi, welcome to Highland Homesteading. Today we have a review of the 37-gallon dual chamber Hotfrog Tumbling Composter. So we've had this composter for about a year, and there's some things that we really like about it, and there's some things that we don't like so much about it. First of all, it is dual chambered. So this chamber here is the chamber that is cooking. This chamber here is the one that you add to, hence the two different symbols on top. And it's really easy. You just slide it open here, and you can see this one's just about full. You got all kinds of pine shavings from the chicken brooder and some orange peels and some other stuff that hasn't broken down yet. So we are still adding to this one. It's just about full. And we're just going to do the changeover here pretty soon, but you can see you can slide this all the way open. This one we emptied out not too long ago, and we're about to switch it. So to switch which sides you just pull this out and you switch it around. So now this is the add side and this one's the one that's cooking. So it's pretty easy to do that. That's one of the things that we really like, is that you have two sides, so you can keep one going while you're adding to the other one. The other thing is it's tumbling, so it adds air and is pretty easy to turn actually. So these sides with the kind of ribbing on them, they have these little handles here. So you can grab into there, and they actually have some traction on the inside too, as you can see. But it's basically every other panel here. So you got this panel that you open, and then you have a panel there without the handle, then you got another panel with the handle, and so on. So it's pretty easy just to give it a spin, go to the next one, give it a spin, and so on, all the way around. So really like that feature as well. It's got these vents that you can close. Those aren't so great. That's something that we don't like so much, because the ventilation's great, and that'd be wonderful, but those things kind of just spin real easily, so not so great. They do have them on each side, but often I'll close them or open them and find out that they're spun the other way the next day or the next time I spin it. So if you do get this model, you just need to remember to close them or open them as you see fit. One other thing we don't like so much is these wheels. They actually bent apart whenever there's weight on it. So if you do move this composter, you will want to have it pretty much empty when you move it. This is a little handle here that you lift up on, and it lifts the feet off the ground. We have it pretty much permanently in place here, and it's close to our new garden bed, and in between the garden and the house basically. So it gets lots of afternoon sun, which is another nice feature. You want one that's going to be black like this, so it'll gather the sun. That will really heat up the compost and make it turn over into compost from food scraps more quickly. It did have quite a few of these little bolts that you had to assemble. All of these panels were separate when it came shipped to us, and is actually in a pretty small box. The time it took to assemble wasn't too much, but it was rather extensive. You see the bolts for the legs, you have that bar through the middle, but it's a pretty good design. For $100, I'd probably buy another one. They seem like they've used good materials that will probably last for quite a long time. After a year of use, we can't see any kind of wear or tear on it, aside from the wheels just splaying out a little bit. And there's a little metal bar here. It's kind of buried underneath the mulch here, but you can see that bar goes between the wheels, and it's really pretty thin. So underweight, it's going to bend on you. So not the best design there with the feet and the wheels and how to move it, but otherwise, I can't complain. We've probably made, let's see, in a year's time, we've made, I want to say probably around 200 gallons of compost already. So that's pretty significant. Just with this little 37-gallon tumbling composter, and most of that time has actually been while it's been cold. Temperatures at night have gotten below freezing for, I don't know, maybe half of that year. So anyway, that's our review of the Hotfrog Tumbling Composter. If you have any questions, leave them in a comment below. If you'd like to see more content like this, give us a subscribe and give us a thumbs up. It really does help getting some feedback and letting us know what you'd like to see. So I'm Nick from Highland Homesteading. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll have more videos coming to you real soon.